You're looking at a website I built without writing a single line of code myself. I just told my computer what I wanted in plain English, and it built it. No boot camp, no coding degree, and by the end of this video, you will have the exact same setup running on your machine, and you will have built your first thing too. Let's get into it. Quick thing first, because this trips everyone up. There are two tools with almost the same name. There's Visual Studio and there's Visual Studio Code. People sometimes call the second one Visual Code. They sound the same, they're both made by Microsoft, but they're not the same thing. Visual Studio is the big, heavy one. It's for serious enterprise software. We don't need it. The one we want is Visual Studio Code. Most people just call it VS Code. It's free, it's lightweight, it runs on Mac and Windows, and it's the most popular code editor in the world. That's the one. So just go to code.visualstudio.com and just click the download button. It's the same as installing any normal app. Right, let's set it up. And honestly, this is easier than it used to be. You might have seen some videos telling you to install something called Node or run npm commands, or just, ignore all that for now. You don't need any of it anymore. I'll show you the most simple way. Just open VS Code, and on the left side, you will see this option called extensions. Just click on it, and then just type in Claude Code. And the first option, which says Anthropic, that's the one you need. Click on install. And once you install it, you will see there's a new icon which appears here, and click on it, and then you can start your new session. Because I'm already logged into my Claude, it might ask you to sign in with your Claude subscription. Don't ever use the API, only use the Claude subscription, because if you use API, it will obviously use your API credits, which we don't need. We want the subscription which you've used or which we have bought, and that's the one which we will use. So that's it. Once you set that up, you will be able to see this exact screen, and then we can take it from here. Okay, let's build something. First, a quick idea you need to get. In VS Code, a project is just a folder. That's it. Everything we make lives inside one folder. So I'll go File and then click Open Folder, and I'll make a new one. So I have a projects folder here, and I'm going to call this My First Website. So if I click now Open, I can see here this is the project folder, and whatever I'm going to do now will appear under this folder structure. So now if I go to Claude and click New Session, I can then simply say, build me a simple personal landing page with my name, a short bio, and a contact button. So, and as you can see, it's working. You can see at some point it's going to start creating files under this tree structure. And once it's done, it will have a HTML file which we can then open and click. So it just ran, and now I can see there's an index.html file, and if I click on it, it will open its actual code. But if I want, I can right click on it and then click Find in Finder or Reveal in Finder, and this is the HTML file. And if I now open it up in a browser, this is how it looks. So it's a very, very basic page which has my information and a contact us button. Once you have Visual Studio set up, you can now add more prompts, tell Claude exactly what you need, and you will be able to see all those changes on the left side here. Okay, so what happens when you have got more than one thing on the go? So it's very easy. Remember, every project is just a folder. So to switch it, just go to File and click Open Folder and pick a different one. So for example, I have this other project here, or there's a client website or some other things going on in my folder called Projects. So if I click any one of them, it will open that project, and I have all the different files under it. So I would suggest make one folder on your computer called Projects and keep everything in it. It keeps your life tidy. And if you want two projects open at one time, you can just open it in separate windows. The quickest and the easiest way is to press Command-Shift-N on a Mac, and then it will open up this window again, and you can go back to File, Open Project or Open Folder, or you can just simply click on the most recent project. So this first website is the one which we just created. So I have two windows or two projects open. I know it might sound crazy, but sometimes I do end up creating or working on two different projects at the same time because I've got Claude running on one and I can play with the other one. So it's up to you how you define it, whether you prefer working on just one project at a time, or if you're like me and you want multiple projects, you can do that as well. Now inside Claude, you're having a conversation. Here's a little bit of habit that'll make your results way better. When you start a brand new task, let's say something totally different, start with a fresh conversation by clicking new session. But if you're still working on the same thing, tweaking, fixing, or keeping the same conversation going, you can open a previous conversation. So for example, I've got a conversation open here, which I'm working on with Claude. I'll keep it. I can rename this conversation so that I know what the context of that conversation is. And, it will help you manage different tasks in one place within Claude. So a new task, new chat, same task, same chat, that kind of thing. Let's talk about models because you got a choice here. A model is basically the brain doing the work, and there are a few with different strengths. So if you click on this / and click on model, select or switch model, you can see there's different models available here. There's Opus, which is the most powerful, and that's your heavy hitter for tricky, complicated stuff. There's Sonnet, which is fast and really capable. Honestly, it's a brilliant default for most things. And there's Haiku as well, which is fastest and lightest, great for quick little jobs. My advice, just start with the default. And if you hit something hard that is struggling with, switch to Opus and let it think harder. Okay, couple more knobs and then we're done. The first one is how hard it thinks before it acts. So if you click on this auto mode, there's a thing called effort, or you can click on the / again and click on the effort here. So in this case, you can dial up and down how hard it thinks before it acts. So you can tell it to make its time and reason carefully, which is obviously going to be slower, but more thorough, or go faster and snappier for simple stuff. I would say for beginners, don't stress about this one. The default is fine, which I usually set as max. The more important one thing by default, Claude asks you permission before it changes anything. So you see what it's about to do and you can say yes. That's the safest way, and that's where I would start. So once you trust it a bit more, you can flip on that what's called auto accept or auto mode, and it will just get on with things without asking you things every time. Faster, but obviously once you're comfortable. There's also a planning mode, which is great, where it writes out its plan first and waits for your okay before it touches anything. That one's brilliant for bigger jobs. So the simple version, start in the normal ask me first or ask before edits, and then move on to auto mode once you feel more comfortable. And that's it. Look at what you've just done. You've installed VS Code, you added Claude Code, you built an actual web page from one sentence, and you know how to manage your projects, your conversations, your models, and your modes. That's the whole foundation. Everything you build from here is just more of the same. If this was useful, do me a favor and subscribe, because in the next one, I'm going to show you how to take this page and actually put it live on the internet so anyone can visit it. I'll see you in that one.